Imagine driving on a desolate road with nothing but darkness surrounding you. The only source of light is your car's headlights. This is the scene we find our protagonist, John, a young man with a heart as big as his sense of adventure. A sense of unease fills the air as the night deepens, and the solitary road seems to stretch endlessly before him. Suddenly, in the piercing beam of his headlights, a figure emerges. A young woman, standing alone on the side of the road, her thumb outstretched in the universal signal for a ride. John's initial instinct is to drive on, to leave the stranger in his rear-view mirror. But something about her, perhaps her vulnerability in the face of the unforgiving night, tugs at his conscience. Against his better judgment, he decides to help her. As John pulls over and the woman steps into the car, a chill runs down his spine. He dismisses it as the cold night air. The young woman sits quietly in the back seat, her face hidden in the shadows. Her silence is almost as haunting as the desolate road John drives on. She had seemed harmless, a young woman in distress, needing a ride on this deserted stretch of road. But as the miles roll on, her silence grows louder, and her presence seems to be flickering, like a faulty light bulb. John steals glances in the rearview mirror, trying to make sense of the situation. Each time he looks, she's either there, quietly staring out the window, or she's not. It's like she's playing a game of hide and seek with him, only much more unnerving. He begins to question his decision. Should he have left her on the road? Was it sympathy or foolishness that led him to pick up this mysterious hitchhiker? The quiet hum of the car engine is the only sound that dares to break the silence. The road is as empty as his reassurances, and the woman in the back seat remains an enigma. Her presence is like a chill that seeps into the car, turning the comfortable space into an arena of unease. With each passing mile, John's discomfort turns into a sense of dread. He can't shake off the feeling that something isn't right. The hitchhiker's silence isn't just awkward anymore, it's eerie. It's as if she's not just a passenger in his car, but a phantom, fading in and out of existence. The unease turns into fear as John glances at the rearview mirror only to find the backseat empty one moment and occupied the next. His heart pounds against his chest like a frantic drummer. Fear grips him, turning the steering wheel cold under his hands. He can't help but question, who is this woman, and why is she here? Is she a figment of his imagination or something far more sinister? As the road stretches before him, the mystery deepens and the fear intensifies. John's fear turns into terror as he realizes the woman is not what she seems. The wheels of his car crunch on the gravel as he pulls over, his heart pounding in his chest like a wild drum. The air in the car feels heavy, like the weight of a secret untold. As he looks in the rearview mirror, his breath catches. The woman, she flickers like a faulty light bulb, her form wavering between solid and transparent. A shiver runs down his spine, an icy realization dawning on him. This woman, this hitchhiker, she's not alive. She's a ghost, a spectral presence haunting the road where she met her untimely end. John's mind races as he tries to make sense of the supernatural encounter he's just had. His eyes, wide with fear and disbelief, remain fixed on the apparition in the back seat. He remembers the local lore about the road, the stories of a woman who died tragically and was said to haunt the desolate stretch. He never gave much thought to those tales, dismissing them as mere ghost stories until tonight. Suddenly, the woman vanishes, like smoke in the wind, leaving no trace of her spectral presence. The car is suddenly empty, the back seat devoid of her ethereal figure. The silence in the car is deafening, the only sound being the erratic beating of John's heart. John is left alone on the deserted road, the chilling encounter with the vanishing hitchhiker forever etched in his memory. The once mundane road now carries a haunting quality, every shadow a potential spectre, every gust of wind a ghostly whisper. In this strange tale of the vanishing hitchhiker, we journeyed with John on a lonely road, encountering a mysterious woman who was not of this world. This story serves as a chilling reminder that not all who wander are lost, some are eternally bound to their place of demise. Remember, the next time you're on a desolate road, beware of the hitchhiker you might pick up.